Like it or not, toll roads are coming to Charlotte. The Monroe Bypass along US 74 in Union County is set to open by the end of the month. It will provide drivers with an alternate to sitting at all those traffic lights going in and out of Monroe. Now, Carolina Impact's Jason Terzis takes us for an inside look at the new highway and explains how the electronic tolling system will work.
From Stallings and Indian Trail out to Monroe and Marshville, if you travel this stretch of Highway 74, you know exactly what you're going to get. Miles and miles of stop-and-go traffic.
It's bad.
But that's about to change thanks to the Monroe Bypass. Scheduled to open November 27th, this 18-mile stretch of highway runs parallel to the current Highway 74, giving drivers an option of bypassing all that traffic and all those traffic lights.
This project's been a long-awaited project in the region. It's been a #1 priority for many years, and to finally deliver it is something we're very excited to be a part of.
But there's a catch.
Nobody likes tolls.
The bypass will be the first toll road in the Charlotte region and just the second in the state, following the Triangle Expressway outside Raleigh.
The Turnpike Authority is very excited to be opening a facility in this area. There's a lot of need along existing US 74, and we're glad to be one of those transportation options that can help relieve some of that congestion out there to give motorists another transportation option.
Turnpike officials say using the bypass from end to end will save drivers anywhere from 20 to 40 minutes, depending on the time of day.
I'm hoping the trucks will be off 74.
The Monroe Expressway, it's a high-speed roadway. It does provide an alternative to the US 74 corridor. There are traffic signals on that road, so we like to say that this road's a choice. People may feel value, may receive value in paying the toll to travel at a high-speed roadway and get all the way from Marshville to Stallings or points in between.
Plans for the bypass have been in the works for 25 years. The North Carolina Department of Transportation produced a slick-looking video about 5 years ago showing how then-current roads would be altered. Actual construction commenced in May of 2015.
Once construction started, it's been pretty much a standard construction project. It is imperative that we do open on time because of the fact that we do have toll revenue bonds, and so we have to start repaying that debt.
With shrinking federal grants and an underfunded construction budget, the NCDOT turned the project over to the North Carolina Turnpike Authority. They sold bonds to pay for the $731 million price tag. The bypass is expected to generate about $18 million annually from tolls.
North Carolina Turnpike Authority did borrow money to build the project, and so some of the revenue that's collected will go back toward paying off those toll revenue bonds, and then a portion of the revenue from the toll collection also goes toward maintaining the project.
A customer driving the entire length of the roadway would pay $2.54, but if you only travel part of the roadway, you're not going to pay the full $2.54. You're going to pay about 14 cents a mile.
So here's how the electronic tolling works. As your car passes through one of the tolling interchanges, cameras take multiple pictures. Tolls are automatically deducted from your QuickPass account through a transponder on your windshield. If you don't have a QuickPass account or transponder, cameras take pictures of your license plate. You'll then get a bill in the mail, with charges roughly 35% higher than if you had a QuickPass account.
And one of the benefits of the QuickPass account now is transponders are free. So customers can sign up for an account. There's no cost for the transponder. We do ask that they put down a $20 prepaid toll balance, but all of that money goes for tolls. There's no processing fees, there's no management fees. The entire $20 balance goes to pay for the toll.
Another advantage of getting a QuickPass transponder is it will work in other states, including the EasyPass system found throughout much of the Northeast and Midwest.
So customers from who may have an EasyPass, who may have a SunPass from Florida or a PeachPass from Georgia, they can use their account here seamlessly, and they can use their NC QuickPass account in those same states with just as much ease.
To try to make things a little easier, Turnpike officials have opened up an office in Monroe to help customers create accounts, get transponders, and answer any questions.
I never invested in the EasyPass because it irks me to have to pay to be taxed, but I decided with the opening of the expressway, and because I do travel back to Virginia and Maryland quite a bit, that I wanted to get a QuickPass.
The Monroe Bypass may be the area's first toll road, but certainly won't be the last, with the 26-mile I-77 project from uptown Charlotte to Mooresville set to open soon. And in future years, additional toll lanes are coming to I-485 in South Charlotte, from I-77 over to Independence.
We have just awarded a contract to begin I-485, And so construction will begin on that very soon. We've got another couple of projects that are in the works for the Charlotte area to make a network of express lanes that give motorists an option that guarantees travel time.
There's also talk of creating 2 additional toll lanes on I-77 from Uptown south to I-485 in both directions. So, like it or not, toll roads are on the horizon in and around the Queen City.
Jason joins me now with a little more information. Jason, everybody is always interested in how can I get somewhere faster, but also all those businesses along 74, how will this impact their business?
You know, there's actually a couple schools of thought on this. You know, the one thought is that by moving all those, all that traffic away, that it's going to hurt business. But then some of the locals that I talked to, they said, this road has been so congested for so long that they try to avoid it at all costs and try to take the back roads. So the hope is that by moving all the trucks and a lot of that traffic over to the bypass, that it will help clear up a little bit of the congestion so that the locals can actually get to and from the places that they're trying to go. So they're actually hoping that it does help in the long run.
And so then there are businesses along the bypass as well. Is that a different factor that will bring them perhaps more business?
You know, interesting, because now all of a sudden, and you saw, if you go back 20 years ago when they put in the 485 and how businesses start popping up, or with the light rail, South End blew up when they put the light rail in. The hope is that with this bypass going in, is that new businesses are going to start popping up along the bypass. So in August, Monroe City Council agreed to buy 155 acres near the bypass with plans to build a future business park. And a regional manufacturer, AMI Machining, announced plans to move closer to the bypass because they want their customers and their workers quicker access to in and out of Charlotte.
So it is the beginning of what many people, you still have the option, if you don't want to pay the toll, you can take the busy road for free still. So people have choices.
That's how they're trying to present it, as options. You don't have to use the Monroe bypass. When the I-77 toll lanes open, you don't have to use them. In future projects in 485, those toll lanes are coming to 485 also in South Charlotte. You don't have to use them. You can use them. It's an option. You have to pay. They want you to get the transponder. They make it cheaper if you use the transponder, or if you just want to use it once in a while, pay by mail.
Okay, we'll keep our eye on this. Thanks so much for the information, Jason.
Absolutely.
Next up, we go from roadways to Hot Wheels.